Hi there, my Taurus Gemini. Welcome into your reading. So today we're going to be talking about career. I already pre-shuffled here a couple of cards for you, or a few cards here for you, and let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So we have Starseed. What lights you up? We also have the Sub Rosa, hidden in plain sight, mysteries, learning, and teaching. And then it's interesting that this card came out because bottom of the deck of the Fairies Oracle, we have Hidden Depths. Something hidden is about to come to light, perhaps a secret or memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. That's interesting. And then we have Protection. The fairies of protection are shielding you with a magical fair ring of love and light. Practice psychic protection before embarking upon any spiritual work. And it's interesting that this card came out because bottom of this deck we have the Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. This is really interesting. I kind of feel like there is a hidden desire that is coming to light. I feel like there is a hidden talent, a hidden idea, something that I feel like perhaps you've been repressing, or just you weren't taught to look at those things. It's like you had this music idea and you've always loved music, but I'm an astronaut. Why would I be interested in pursuing musical things? Like, that is pointless because that is what you were told. But maybe your musician self is somewhat important. Your musician self is something the world needs. Okay? And I feel like there is something about a talent of yours comes to light, an idea comes to light, and there is a big, there is a big conspiracy theory around that from your guides. Is like all of a sudden they start orchestrating a bunch of things, like random coincidences start to happen. It's no coincidence. It's actually your guides trying to help you and pursue these things because you are protected. And I feel like this is something that is part of your purpose, is part of your alignment, is something that is truly meaningful for you, something that you can learn from it, but also grow the world and help the world through it. Okay. So yeah, to recap, I feel like there's something within you, a talent, an idea, something that you're supposed to do that is part of your life purpose. It is part of your most authentic, beautiful path and highest good, highest growth. And through that, you can grow a lot of things in the world, bring a lot of positive energy into the world, but also in your life. I feel like your life can really change and it can really be more powerful through that. And you're really being supported by your guides. Okay, there we go. Ace of Wands. In your current energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Absolutely, the Six of Wands also wants to come through. Let's actually take it, I guess. But I feel like what's happening now, I feel like you are very much in your comfort zone. I feel like you are very much, just doing your thing. It's kind of those things. You're just going about your life. If this was a love reading, this would kind of be you're just going about your life. And all of a sudden you bumped into someone that turns out to be the love of your life. It's that kind of thing. I feel like you're going about your life just being very comfortable, working really hard with that Eight of Pentacles, and just, working on your career, 9-to-5 job or whatever you do, being an astronaut, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, Ace of Wands. What is this? Who is this person, right? In this case, what is this idea? What is this talent? Well, this is interesting. This is curious. This can be something really fun. Not only fun, it can be powerful. Freaking powerful. Because this is not just a random idea. This is the idea that you've been manifesting. This is the idea that makes you you. That makes you unique. It's the idea or the talent that makes you unique, that makes you you. It's what you've been manifesting. If you've been asking for, I want a raise, I want more money, that is what I really want to manifest. You're going to get that, but not through what you're doing right now. You're going to get that through these new ideas, through these new beginnings. That is what you're manifesting. This right here, this spark of inspiration, of motivation, of excitement, this is what brings you power. It's what brings you the money, the wealth, the legacy. It's what brings you the prosperity and stability in your life, financial life especially, that you've been looking for. So please look into it, okay? Because what's blocking you right now, it's the fact that you're working too much. It's the fact that it's almost like you're working on the wrong thing kind of vibe. Not that what you're working on is low vibe or anything like that. I'm actually not picking up on that. I just feel like there is more for you out there, and that is precisely your advice. Is what is out there? Ask yourself that. Allow yourself to wonder. Allow yourself to imagine, to explore yourself, to explore the world around you and what you've been repressing, right? To explore your talents and your ideas. There is something out there for you. I feel like your heart is already leading you a little bit and giving you a couple of calls like, oh, you really love that motorcycle. Yeah, that's because you're supposed to do something with that, right? Lean into your heart, lean into your desires and passions. They're going to tell you a lot. And I feel like your block is working too much on what is not. It's almost like this could have been your purpose for some time, and it could have been meaningful for some time, but we evolve and we change and we grow, and so do our purposes, so do our paths. And I feel like now there is a new path for you to discover, and it's just about liberating a little bit of time for you to be able to put a little bit more effort into this new beginning, okay? And where this is headed, we have Six of Swords, Six of Wands. There's a lot of success coming forward, a lot of things moving forward. Maybe perhaps you were in this place of stillness, comfort zone, things being stuck and stagnant, maybe even, right? And I feel like where you go, there is exponential growth. There is a lot of possibilities, there are a lot of possibilities, there's a lot of potential for you, okay? And the Six of Wands, that is all about success. That is where you're headed, okay? So don't be afraid to learn about new things. Don't be afraid to go to school again. Don't be afraid to lean into these ideas and start practicing more that guitar, right? Don't be afraid to lean into hobbies, into passions that you really love. Now is the time to have fun, to really do what lights you up, to really do what brings you joy. That is the beginning. That is the path forward that can bring a lot of positive changes, okay? So, with that being said, let's get here a couple of cards of advice for you. What do we got for my Taurus Gemini? Be unapologetically you. What did I tell you? This is what makes you you. This is what makes you unique, powerful, unstoppable. Okay? Follow your heart. More obvious than that, I cannot say it. Definitely follow your heart. Follow what brings you joy, what brings you that happiness. That is the key. We also have this home. It's like being comfortable. It is good, but it is also good to get out of the house, right? It is good to be at home. It's comfortable and all those things. But going for a walk in nature is also good because you are able to catch that sunlight, right? It's important to have a balance. So stay in your comfort zone. Everything is going to be okay. Okay, this is something that I feel like you need to know. If your worry is about finances, for example, you can stay here in your comfort zone, here in your current job and all those things. But don't be afraid to explore other things outside of it. Okay? So until this new idea is able to be monetized, to give you some profit or whatever, definitely stay where you are while you work on these new ideas and new beginnings. Right? But put yourself out there. Okay? We also have internal factors here. So are there any fears around this? Maybe it's nothing that we're talking about. You were taught to be an astronaut, and that music, your music talents and your musical taste, it didn't matter a thing because you're supposed to be an astronaut. Why would you care about your music talents? That is what you were taught. It doesn't mean that it's true. Okay? So maybe it's time to review a little bit. What do I think about these new ideas, this career path, right? What do my parents think? What was I taught to think about these things? And sometimes it's not even on purpose. I was taught that tarot and astrology, it's all a bunch of BS, right? It's all a bunch of, lies and people trying to, deceive other people and all those things. And now here I am, right? So what were you taught? Is that really true? Is that what you truly think? What you truly feel? What are your fears? Where do they come from? Do you have any sort of judgment towards this side of you? Why is that judgment there? Is it really your judgment, or does it come from something in your childhood? Right? It's important right now that you ask yourself a lot of questions. I feel like this is going to bring a lot of answers that you need, and it's going to help you break free a little bit, so you can go towards these new beginnings. Okay? Yeah. So with that being said, thanks so much for being here towards Gemini. I really hope this helped and resonated somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash like button for me and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm already kind of losing my voice. So this is really the time for me to go. But I would really love to have you here if you want to dive deeper into these things. The link for my prior readings are going to be in the description box below. You'll also find there my Patreon, where we have weekly messages for cusps. We have spiritual guidance, twin flame readings, and all those things. And you'll also see my merch. Okay? So with that being said, thanks so much for being here. Thank you for supporting me and for allowing me to read for you. I love it very much. I wish you all the best, and hopefully we'll talk very, very soon. Bye bye.